Have you ever dreamed of climbing the world's most stunning mountains? But what if some of them are completely off limits? Not because of deadly terrain, but because of something far more powerful: religion, mystery, and politics. Today, we reveal 10 real mountains that humans are not allowed to climb. Each one is wrapped in secrets, legends, and restrictions that no climber, no matter how skilled, dares to break. 1. Mount Kailash, Tibet. At 6,638 meters, Mount Kailash isn't the tallest peak, but it may be the most sacred. Revered by Hindus, Buddhists, Jains, and the ancient Bon religion, it is believed to be the earthly manifestation of Mount Meru, the cosmic axis of the universe. According to Hindu tradition, it is the home of Lord Shiva. Buddhists believe it's the center of spiritual power. The peak is so sacred that even touching it is considered blasphemous. No known climber has ever reached the summit. In 2001, China reportedly offered legendary mountaineer Reinhold Messner a permit to climb, but he declined, stating, "Some mountains are not meant to be climbed." Even today, pilgrims walk around the base in a 52-kilometer ritual, but no one ascends. It remains the world's most sacred, untouched summit. 2. Machapuchare, Nepal. Machapuchare, or Fishtail Mountain, rises dramatically above the Annapurna Range and is visible from the tourist hub of Pokhara. It is believed to be the home of Lord Shiva, and its double summit resembles a fish's tail, a sacred symbol in Hinduism. The only recorded attempt was in 1957 by a British team who stopped just 150 meters from the top, out of respect for local beliefs. Since then, the Nepalese government has banned all climbing attempts. The ban is not due to risk or danger, it's purely spiritual. The untouched summit is now seen as a national symbol of reverence. 3. Mount Tabanantlanyana, Lesotho. This peak is the highest point in southern Africa, standing at 3,482 meters. Despite its modest altitude, it's shrouded in mystery. Local Basotho traditions hold that the summit is inhabited by ancestral spirits who guard the mountain. Very few expeditions reach the top, partly due to lack of infrastructure and partly because of these beliefs. It's not officially forbidden, but culturally, it's avoided, especially by the local communities who believe disturbing it could bring misfortune. 4. Mount Omine, Japan. Mount Omine is located in the Nara prefecture and is central to the Shugendo faith, a mix of Shintoism, Buddhism, and mountain asceticism. For over 1,300 years, women have been banned from climbing the mountain due to a religious belief that female presence would distract monks and disrupt spiritual purity. The ban is known as Nyonin Kekgai. This rule is still enforced today and has sparked numerous human rights debates. However, Japanese authorities have upheld the tradition as part of the protected cultural heritage of the region. It remains one of the few places in the world where entry is denied purely by gender. 5. Mount Ararat, Turkey. Mount Ararat stands at the crossroads of myth, religion, and geopolitics. Many believe this is where Noah's Ark came to rest after the biblical flood. Situated near the borders of Armenia and Iran, the mountain is in a politically sensitive region, which often sees restricted access due to military tension. Climbers have been arrested for unauthorized attempts, and permits are rarely granted. Conspiracy theorists claim that the government is hiding archaeological evidence of the Ark itself. Whether true or not, the peak remains heavily guarded and shrouded in legend. 6. Mount Khwitin, Mongolia. Located in the Altai Mountains, Mount Khwitin is Mongolia's highest peak. Technically, it's not legally forbidden, but cultural factors make it rarely climbed. Local nomadic tribes consider it sacred, the home of sky spirits and protectors of the land. The mountain is remote, weather is unpredictable, and few support systems exist. Even experienced climbers avoid it unless invited by local communities. The isolation, combined with spiritual reverence, has kept Mount Khwitin nearly untouched. 7. Mount Kanchenjunga, India, Nepal, Kanchenjunga is the third highest mountain on Earth. While technically open to climbers, most expeditions voluntarily stop just short of the summit. The reason? Local communities in Sikkim and eastern Nepal consider the summit sacred, the abode of mountain deities. Even early British expeditions in the 1950s respected this tradition and stopped a few meters before the peak. Modern climbers follow the same practice, making Kanchenjunga one of the only major peaks where a tradition of not summiting continues unbroken. 8. Mount Athos, Greece. Mount Athos is not just a mountain. It's a self-governing monastic state. Home to 20 Eastern Orthodox monasteries, it has banned women and even most female animals for over 1,000 years. This rule, known as Avaton, is still in place and even supported by Greek law. Access is granted only to men and only with permission. The monks believe that female presence disturbs the monks' spiritual discipline and that the Virgin Mary alone represents the divine feminine. The region is considered so sacred that it has its own autonomous government and restricted border. 9. Gongkar Puensum, Bhutan. Standing at 7,570 meters, Gongkar Puensum is the highest mountain on Earth that has never been summited. In 1994, Bhutan banned all climbing above 6,000 meters to protect sacred peaks. In 2003, the ban became total and indefinite. Local beliefs hold that powerful deities dwell in the mountains, and any attempt to climb them would cause spiritual imbalance. The Bhutanese government stands firm, prioritizing cultural preservation over adventure tourism. As a result, the peak remains completely untouched, a rare sight in the modern age. 10. Mount Taranaki, New Zealand. Mount Taranaki is not off-limits legally, but culturally, it's a different story. In 2017, the New Zealand government granted the mountain legal personhood, acknowledging it as an ancestor of the Maori people. Local iwi tribes consider it deeply sacred. While hiking is still allowed with permits, there is a growing movement to limit access and prevent disrespect. Certain areas are now off-limits, and climbers are urged to follow strict tikanga customs. It's not about prohibition, it's about harmony and reverence for a living, breathing entity. Not every mountain is meant to be conquered. Some stand untouched, not because we can't reach the top, but because we've chosen to respect what they represent. These peaks rise not only in altitude, but in spiritual and cultural significance. Which mountain surprised or inspired you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoy exploring real-world mysteries, sacred sites, and hidden histories, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an adventure. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next journey into the unknown.